Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, and today in this video we are going to see about AWS EC2 services. Now we know that there are so many services that are provided by Amazon Web Service, but today in this video specifically we are going to focus on EC2 Elastic Compute Cloud, and we are going to even create a Windows instance, and then we can understand, like, we are going to see the practicals how we can create a Windows instance, and I'll show you that. Okay, so we'll do that after knowing about what is EC2, what are the features that are provided by EC2, and let's start with this. Okay, so I'll give you one example, like what is EC2, and I hope by that example you will clearly get what is the use of this. Okay, so first of all, EC2 is like Elastic Compute Cloud. Okay, fine. So basically just understand like this. Okay, uh basically, like, suppose you are a data scientist. Okay, you are a data scientist and you are having a large data set. Okay, and you are not able to handle it, or you can say that, like, while you are loading that data set. Okay, like, suppose I'm writing pd dot read csv file, and then I'm trying to load that data file. Okay, and there is an error, okay, that comes on our screen, and that error says that we cannot allocate this much of data set or this much of memory. Like, basically, we don't have this much of memory to load the data set on our local machine or our PC. Okay, so the error resulted because the available RAM was exhausted, right? We are not having the sufficient amount of RAM or storage that our like this data set would be loaded in our PC, right? So what we can do, there are so many options, right? You can go and then you can extend the RAM or you can upgrade it. Okay, but is it like feasible, is it possible to again do it again and again? Or there, when we know that there are some like machines with some limited form, like we can only extend or we can only upgrade up to this much. Yes, we know that, like, there is a specific limit for our local machine, that yeah, we can do it up to this. Okay, so what is the solution then? What should we do? Like, you are the data scientist, you need to do it, you need to work it on those data set. What will you do? What will what is the possible way that we can work on this data set, right? So basically what we can do, this EC2, okay, EC2 is a virtual machine. Okay, you can say it as a virtual machine which will provide you. Okay, it has many advantages. We are going to see one by one what are the main advantages. It provides us an instance. Okay, instance with some features like a specific amount of storage, CPU storage, RAM, and you can choose it when you have the option to choose, like what is the, like, how much RAM you want, how what is the CPU or like processor. So that's on you, you can decide it. You can create a virtual machine with all those you can define the features. Okay, so and then they allow for the selection of different platforms. Even you can choose the OS, the platform on which you want to work. Okay, are you getting my point? Like, you can decide if you want to work on Linux, if you want to go for Windows, Mac. So it's basically, it depends on you what type of like instance you want to create, right? We are going to, I'll show you how you can choose it, how you can create an instance. Now the basic motive, what this EC2 does or what does it provide, I hope that is clear, right? Now you don't have to hard, like, you don't have to buy it all the time whenever you need, whenever you need, whenever you are having lack of storage, you don't have to run and buy the RAM, or you don't have to upgrade it every time according to your usage. This EC2 will solve all your problems, right? So I hope the brief idea is clear. So basically, Elastic Compute Cloud is a web service by Amazon Web Services which provides scalable computing capacity. Now here, this scalable computing capacity, what does it mean? By the name only, according to your usage, okay, like if you want to use, like there are not much use of RAM, so it's scalable. You can like you can scale it down or scale it up according to your use, right? Here computing refers to, now what computing, like what is this computing? We are telling it as, or we are the full form is Elastic Compute Cloud. Now what does this compute mean? Basically, it means processing power, memory, networking, storage, and other resources. I'll show you how you choose it before creating an instance. As soon as you decide to create an instance, you will have to choose it. Okay. So yeah, it offers infrastructure as a service. Okay. So basically, infrastructure as a service means these solution, you are having a proper virtual machine with all the features of, like, you are choosing the processing power, memory, how much memory you want, what is the type of networking, right? The RDP type, or the like TCP IP, or you can say HTTPS, or what type of networking you are preferring, right? So what is happening here? Yeah, Amazon EC2 eliminates your need to invest in hardware, rightly said. As I've already told you, like you are having lack of memory, so what you were doing, you were running to the, like, you were running to go for the upgrading RAM. You were like, there is a loss of money, you have to buy it, right? So here what is happening, you will have to pay only for the use that you want, right? It's not always that you are having, you want more memory, right? So what will happen, it will eliminate your need to invest in hardware upfront, so you can develop and deploy applications faster, right? It is highly scalable and pay as you go model. This is the, like, this is the biggest advantage, you can say. It's pay as you go model. You will only pay for your uses, the, like the basically the thing for which you are using, you will only pay for that, right? Now main benefits, you can say, or the features, like what are the benefits of using EC2, why I will go for EC2. Basically, it's you can say, here you can see what is happening here. Basically, it is scalable. I've already explained this. You can scale it up, you can scale it down according to your uses. It is inexpensive, as I have told you. It pay as you go, pay as you go, like basically model. What does that mean? You will only pay for what you are using, right? It's secure. I'll tell you how it's secure. You can even choose the security part, right? Reliable. It's elastic web scale computing, right? Why it's elastic? Now you can understand why it is called as Elastic Compute Cloud, because according to your uses, you can scale it up, scale it down. It's like it's stretchable, you can say. That's why it's called as elastic. Flexible, right? It's flexible. I hope these features are clear now. So yeah, that's the main benefits, you can say. Features, will see what are the main features that are there. Yeah, those were the benefits of using EC2. Now the main features, there are so many features, but I'll tell you only the main features. Now, what is VPC? Then we can create instances. We are having AMI. What is that? We'll see that. We have instance types. We have secure login. Okay. So we'll see one by one what are these. Yeah, we'll see it in detail. It will take time, but I'll make sure by the end of this video, if someone will ask you what is an EC2, you can tell them what's the use. You can clearly explain. You can, if someone asks you what is AMI, you can tell them what's the use of this AMI, how it helps us to create an instance, right? Okay, so let's start with VPC. Fine. So VPC stands for Virtual Private Clouds. Okay. Basically, it enables you to launch AWS resources into a virtual network that you have defined. Okay. So it's like it's just separate from your local machine. It's not like dependent on your local machine or something like that. It's like the name suggests, it's virtual private cloud. It will enable you to launch AWS resources into a virtual network. Okay, instances. Now here instances means, you can understand it like this. It is a virtual server. It's a virtual server for running application on AWS infrastructure. Okay, like we will create, obviously I will show you how to create an instance, but for now understand instances is like a virtual server. We are creating a virtual server which will make us to, or for running the application we are using these virtual servers, okay, on AWS infrastructure. Now coming to most important part, that is AMI. It's like, it stands for Amazon Machine Image. Now if you have an idea about Docker and containers, then you must be knowing what is an image and what is container. If you have seen my videos, I have already created a video related to what is a container, how we, like, how we can create an image from a Docker file, and then from image we can create a container. Likewise, we have this AMI, which is Amazon Machine Image. It's like, it is a template, you can say, as I've already told you in Docker image also. It's like a template. Okay, it's a template that provides you information to run or to launch these instances on which you will be working, right? Like suppose if I want to create Windows, if I want to create any application or deploy any application, okay, so and I want to use this OS, okay, Windows, okay. So for that I already have these templates in Amazon. This Amazon AWS provide us this, that is AMI, which is having a template for all the OS, you can say. Okay, I'll show you. Okay, for free tier we are having some AMIs, and also for paid version also I'll show you those. Okay, so it's just like a template to launch our instances. Okay, for Linux we are having, for Windows we are having. Okay, then next we are having instance types. We are having some specific instance types. Okay, as we know that we are going to create an instance on which we are going to work, so there are some instance types. Basically we are having total of 8 instance types which are classified according to their use cases. Okay, like suppose if I want less memory, I don't want much use of memory, like a normal one, so for that also we are having a specific instance type, right? So according to your use cases you can use the type of instance that you want to use. Okay, now how these instance types are categorized? Okay, types are comprised varying combination of CPU, memory, storage, and networking capacity to give the client a flexibility to choose the appropriate mix of resource for your application. So depending on your uses for CPU, memory, storage, okay, like depending on your use, whatever type of use you want, we are having these 8 type of instance types. Okay, and you can choose accordingly. Okay, it gives you flexibility to choose that. Next we have secure login, as I already told you. Now there is something called key pair thing. Okay, I'll show you while launching the instance how this key pair will help us to log into our instance. It's not like anybody can log in our instance, anybody can access our instance. That's like, it's very secure. It helps us by providing a key pair by which only you can log in, or you can allow anyone else to log into your instance. Okay, now I hope this is clear, the features of EC2. Next we are going to see about Amazon machine image, which is very important, as I've already explained or given an idea about it. But still understand, it is a template, or you can say a prototype, that contains a software configuration. Okay, it will tell you how much which OS on which you will be working, what will the server and applications. From an AMI we can launch an instance. Like, it's like a template which is having a configuration, software configuration, which will define all these things, all these features, that is operating system, server, applications. All these features are written, with the help of which we are launching our instance, right? So, which is a copy of AMI running as a virtual server in the cloud, right? This instance is nothing but a copy of AMI which is running as a virtual server. This is a template, and this is the actual running, or you can say the launched instance. Now, what are the features that it includes? It includes EBS, Elastic Block Storage, okay? Launch permissions, who will be able to launch the instance, right? The permissions, and a block device mapping that specifies the volumes to attach to the instance when it's launched. Basically, this means the storage part, where we are going to store it, okay? So yeah, these are the things that are there. I hope you are getting the brief idea what is an AMI, what are the things, and you can read about it in detail. Okay, there is a documentation, proper documentation of this, how it looks like. I'll show you that. What are the, like, how it includes EBS, launch permissions, block device. So see here how it works. AMI, we can create launch instance, or we can launch instances of any type, right? As I will told you, there are many instance types, eight instance types. So we can launch instances of any type from this single AMI. This same template can be used to create a single instance or instances. Okay, now how it is working? So we created, we have EBS, or template of instance store backed. Okay, so we are creating with EBS. Okay, register this template. Okay, we register it to create the AMI or the template. Okay, then what we do, we launch, and then that launch, uh, if I am okay with this AMI, then I can launch it to create an instance, or I can copy this same template to create another copy, that is AMI, another copy of this AMI one. Okay, and then if suppose I want to, like, this is a template, right? This is a template, I want to do some changes to this template. How can I do that? I'll have to deregister it. Like, suppose I have created an instance. Now in that instance, I have an OS on which I'm creating an application. Okay, any application. Suppose I have developed a JavaScript application or Node.js application. Now I want to store it like a template. Okay, so that whenever I want to do any changes on my project, or I will suppose I want to share it to someone, that see, this is my project, I want you to work on this project and do these modification. What can I do for that? I can create it as AMI, okay, as a template, deregistering it, okay, and then again I can launch instance and then work on it. I hope this thing is clear. Next, now we will create an instance, EC2 instance for Windows, and we'll see the practical for it. So log into AWS console, and you can see there are so many features. When you can search here, you can go for services, you can check what are the services that are provided by AWS. And you can see in compute we have EC2, Elastic Compute Cloud, Image Builder, then Lambda, and there are so many services. You can go through these. So basically we want to create an EC2 instance, right? So we will see step by step, and then we will understand it. Okay, so first we will create an EC2 instance, and you can see here, so we are having this launch instance thing. You can directly go from here, or just a second. Here you can click on instances, where you will see if there is any like, so here we can see the instances. If we have already created any instance, then that will be listed here. Otherwise, what you will do, you will go here, launch instance, you will click on launch instance, and you can see the AMIs or the Amazon machine image that are already there. Okay, so what we can do, we can choose from here, or like if you have already created your own AMI, okay, or saved it, so it will be here in my AMI. So I have created it as like suppose any a template kind of thing, demo one. So it's my like I have saved it, that is my Amazon machine image that I have created it manually, done some changes and then saved it. So what you can do, you can go for it if you have created any Amazon machine image and you have saved it, then it will be here. Otherwise, you will have to go to this one, okay, quick start one, where you will be provided with some of the AMIs, right? So now you can see these are the Amazon machine images that you are getting. When you can see the specialty like 64-bit, then you can see this Windows. We want to go for Windows free tier eligible, so we will go for this. I'm selecting it. Okay, next what I want to do, next it will show us I have selected the Windows AMI. Now you can see this is what it is. We are choosing the instance type. I've already told you in features that we have some of the instance types that we select according to our uses, like the like see the network performance, it's low to moderate. Then instance storage, EBS only, elastic block storage. Okay, then we have a type that is T2 micro. You can search for it, you can understand what is the type. Even if you want to go for like, if you want to, if you have AWS, if you have the subscription, or if you have bought it, then you can even choose manually from here, T2 small, then T2 medium. So I'll go for the free tier one, okay, T2 micro. Okay, next configuration instance detail. So number of instances, how many instances I want to create from that AMI, that is Windows AMI. So I'll leave it as one. Okay, then this is some network property. Okay, if you want to create VPC, as I've already told you what is VPC, virtual private cloud, right? So it will give you a, it will provide a virtual private cloud for you if you want to use it. So here you can see, then this is like number of instances. If you want to know about each one of it, you can read the documentation, but for now, as I have created this video for beginners, so you can understand these are the basic like number of instances, network, subnet, public IP, and then you can directly go to add storage thing. So here it comes like the storage part, right? Here you can see that the snapshot, the device, the volume type, its root, then size, what is the size that you want to have. Okay, you will decide the size and volume type according to your requirement. Okay, if you want to go for GP3 or this one, so it's on you according to your usage. You can change it, you can add new volume here, right? Then you can add tags. So as you know, this tags is nothing but, you can understand it like this, it's for your convenience. Like it will add a name to your instance, right? It will add a tag so that you can identify your instance easily. Okay, you can add it here if you want to. So I'll like, you can add it like, suppose if you want to add any tag, so you can write it like this, name. I want to add the name as window 1. Okay, so this is my tag. So now as I've already told you that this is configuration security group. As I already told you that EC2 provides you secure login. So for that, this is the part where you choose. Okay. So here, this is RDP, that is remote desktop protocol, where you will get a key pair by which you will download the pem file, .pem file, and you can access your EC2 instance, okay, on your local machine. Okay, so this is how, or you can even add rule here if you want to, SSH, TCP, or something, whatever you want to. Okay, you can manually do that. Otherwise you can leave it, because it already have RDP thing, so you don't have to worry about it. Next, what we need to do, you can remove this. I'll remove this. Let's have it as RDP. Okay, anywhere we will choose it as anywhere. Okay, review and launch. Then this is the last time it will allow you to review whatever the choices that you have made, and you can review it, even you can edit it. So launch. Then also, this is the secure part, like secure login part, where you will be provided a key pair, and that key pair is very important because by the help of this only you will be able to log into your uh, RDP, right? So that's why what you will do, you can either create a new key pair or choose an existing key pair. Okay, so I'll create a new key pair. Okay, so you can even write any key pair name, like suppose if I write it as Jyoti 123. Okay, and then what I'll do, I'll download this key pair, and you can see it is getting downloaded. Okay, the .pem file, and it is very important. This one is very important. By the help of this only you will be able to like access it. Okay, launch instance, and by finally clicking the launch instance, your instance will start running, and you can see your instance are now launching. You can even see view instances. Go to view instances, and you can see now you have the tag that we have added, that is window 1. It is getting visible here. This is my instance ID, and still it's pending, it's not running yet, so we'll have to wait for it. Then the choices that you have made, instance type is t2.micro, then the availability zone, IP address, and the key name and launch time, everything is visible here. You can see it will take some time, you'll have to wait for it, and once it's running we can just click on that, and then we can connect it. Okay, so you can see it's running now. We'll click here, and then you can see all the, like, the details about it. We will go and connect it. Okay, once we go there, so I want to do it with RDP client, right? So now for this, what you need to do, you need to download remote desktop file by which you will be able to access your instance with the help of this .pem file, right? And if you want to get your password here, okay, this password, you will have to click here, get password. Okay, it will take some time, you'll have to wait for it. Password is not available. Please wait at least 4 minutes after launching an instance before trying to retrieve the auto generated password. Here you will be asked for this .pem file. That's why I've told you why it is important. Here you will be asked for this .pem file. You will have to you will have to upload this .pem file, and once uploaded you will see a password here. You will have to copy that password, and then this when you will click this open, and you can see I want to connect it, window 1. Okay, connect. So it's trying to connect it. Here it is asking the password that will be getting, that I will see from here. I'll have to copy it, and then I'll paste it here. So I will wait for some time. Till then we can see. Okay, so now you can see, I'll click on get password, and here you can see to decrypt the password you will need your key pair for the instance, which is this one .pem file, key pair associated with Jyoti123. That is the name of our key pair file. Okay, I will browse it, I will upload this one. Okay, so I've uploaded it, and then I'll click on decrypt password, and here you can see this is my password. I will copy it and I will paste it here. Okay, okay, and then you can see what is, okay, so I'm trying to connect it. And here you can see we are able to see that it's getting loaded. It will take some time, you'll have to wait for it. And here we are with our Windows instance. You can see everything is there, just like a new computer. You can see it is taking time. You can see you can access, yeah, files, you can save something, you can create, you can download something, you can create your application here, and it is totally safe, right? It is taking some time, but you can see all the features are there here, and all the details. See, this is your new instance, Windows instance, and you can see every detail like your IP address, instance ID, all these things are visible here. And you can go save something, you can create a new application, download it here and work on it. So I hope it is clear. Now you can enjoy with your Windows instance, and I hope it is clear for you that how you can create an EC2 instance for Windows. You can even do it for Linux, Ubuntu. As I've already told you that we have different AMIs, that is Amazon Machine Image. Even you can create an AMI from your instance that you have already made, right? Or you can save it in my AMI. So that's all for this video. I hope you guys have you guys have the idea about EC2 and how it works, and do give your reviews. Thank you.